Well, guys, good morning. It's Tuesday, which is popcorn day, and I got Cole with me. We're out here at the park, and we're just enjoying ourselves. It's a little nippy this morning. Sky is all gray and whatever, but sweater. So I'm dressed for it. So it'll be all good. I'm comfortable, and he appears to be comfortable too. So I'm I've been looking at videos. Well, I've been listening to videos. If I'm at work, they allow us to have our headphones and we can listen to stuff while we're working. So I take full advantage of that. So I can play stuff on my phone. They don't allow us to look at our phones or whatever, but people be doing that. They're gonna fuck it up for everybody. They're not careful, but people be looking at their phones all the time. You know, looking at movies and shit. While they're supposed to be inspecting parts and shit and whatever. But that's how it is. Give a nigga an inch and he'll take a yard. But that's how we are, you know. But what are you gonna do? But like I was saying, I was listening to videos and I listened to some interesting stuff last night about people living in their cars and doing all kinds of off-grid stuff. You know, there we go. And it's a lot of women out there living in their cars, and because women are, and this never occurred to me, because Linda's kind of got this situation. She gets Social Security, and she uh, she doesn't get that much. Uh, but me, since I've worked all my life, and not to mention she's worked all her life too. But women take off, you know, for having kids and everything, and so they get a break from working, or they quit work to raise a family, but then they turn around and get divorced, which is they choice. Women are uh, the main ones that file for divorce because they want it. But then when the chicken comes home to roost, they uh, they try to get Social Security and they can't get it, or they get a little amount. So if they divorce, uh, and they can't get their husband's pension, they're pretty much screwed. But that's the situation. You know, now I don't know whether or not the reason for them getting divorced or whatever, because I'm pretty sure, because as you guys know, I don't have no sympathy for these fucking guys that are having kids and they can't drive because they got their license taken from, and they can't, and they're paying child support and everything. I don't have no sympathy for these motherfuckers because I know how guys' attitude is. when it comes to women. You know, they will run around like dogs, and they don't have no uh, uh, empathy for the women that they get knocked up. They get them pregnant and take off and leave. But when the bitch, names them as the father, they all fucked up. And a lot of times, it don't be the father, the guy that they name them, whatever. You know, they choose some sucker that's got a good job, and then there they are, you know, fucked up somebody's life. But I don't have no pity for them because guys' attitudes are fucked up. You know, these motherfuckers run around like dogs in heat. You see them, they see a good-looking woman, and they want to make sure everybody that's there looking at them too. They want, hey man, look at that. You know, like I didn't already see that bitch. I saw it before your ass did. I just don't go crazy over women like that. You know, I noticed her. I don't feel a need to tell you or anybody about it and whatever. I ain't gotta make a big, you know, to do over it. Yeah, she looks good. You know, if you don't see her, you'll never know because I ain't gonna point her out to you. You know, I'm just gonna enjoy her myself, looking at her and whatever. And you know how I do it. I can do it without looking. I'm like a woman when it comes to that. I can look at a woman and act like I ain't looking. You know, that's why they don't have no problem with me at the gym. All the women that love me because I don't look at them as sexual objects and whatever. You know, I don't mind being that friend guy. I don't mind because they weren't gonna give you no pussy no way. You know, it's okay to be in the friend zone. Being in the friend zone, you don't have to worry about bitch getting pregnant and naming you on the damn friend of the court roster. Oh man, there's some people walking. Hold on, guys. A couple women. Here, Cole. Here, buddy. Right here. Right here. Good boy. Right here. Here. Sorry about that. Here. Good boy. Good boy. I ain't tell you to go. Embarrassing me like that. But he's all right. Well, he came back to me, whatever, because I forgot his collar again. It really wasn't my fault because I came home and I had to take Linda to work, but she don't have to be at work until 10. So I had a little time. So I got home and did some yard work, organizing my stuff in the yard, moving the mulch over to the side, and I packed some of it away in the wagon, and some of it in the in buckets and whatever. I'm thinking about taking it over to my mother's house and dumping it in the yard with the part where I ran out or whatever. So anyway, I was out there doing my thing, cleaning up, getting things together and everything. Here she comes out the house, cold, running out too, and she's ready to go. She had plenty of time to get there. She was rushing me. So I went ahead and told her to get in the truck. Cole comes out, I get him in the truck, and I go ahead on and uh, go ahead and leave without going in and getting this collar. So that was a bummer. But it was all good. But anyway, here we are without a collar. I didn't bother to bring the remote because the collar, what's the point? But He's on his best behavior. He's doing good, my little buddy. That leg is looking better. I'm gonna call the groomer, see if I can get him in today. I like to get him groomed real good, and I'm gonna do that. So that'll be good. Hopefully I can do it today or tomorrow or whenever they got an opening. I'm at their mercy. But anyway, that's how I'm doing my day today. Hopefully it works out. But I'm all over the place with this video. I'm just walking and talking, guys. My mind is wandering. But anyway, good boy Cole. He did it in the side, so he was not on the path. That's good. So anyway, like I was saying, I watch a lot of video or listen to a lot of them or whatever. And these women are living in their cars and living in hotels or storage units. They're getting pretty creative with where they're living or whatever because they can't afford rent or whatever. It takes two incomes to live in a place nowadays, guys. So unless you're making really good money, you can't afford it by yourself. It takes two. You know, I'd have been in trouble if it hadn't been for Linda keeping everything, you know, together while I was in the hospital. So I might have ended up homeless myself. So I don't know. It worked out good though. But I made the right choices by not having kids, having a lot of overhead, not having astronomical bills, uh, living in a mobile home, which is paid for. That's huge. So I would recommend that to anybody. Even though mobile home parks got a bad reputation of raising lot rents and whatever, uh, my park's pretty good. They haven't bothered the price of lot rent, whatever. It's been going up. It's going up again next month. So they don't miss a beat with the price, whatever. They go up just about every other year, or every year if they get a notion. So, but it's a nice park. I don't mind paying extra money. Only goes up by $50 or so. So I can deal with that. Especially seeing as how any place else in the area I'm in is you paying double that. So it's really a good deal. And for what I'm getting, I mean, just look at this. This nice park I'm in, walking around through here, less than 5 minutes from the house. And the other parks that are right in the same area, you can't beat it. So, but I was just saying about the women, you know, I feel bad for them. And it happens to them at the worst time in their life, where they've hit the wall and they've lost their looks. They can't get another man to take care of them or to move in with them and whatever. So they've lost their looks and everything. So they're old, dried up, and no guy wants them. They want younger women, whatever. So they ain't gonna have to worry. They can't replace the man with another guy. So the dating scene is out, and so that's their situation. Here, Cole. Here, buddy. Right here. You're all right. Here. Good boy. Here. 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 Good boy. Okay, go ahead. He's doing good. There's always there's a guy with a dog. Come on, Cole. This way. This way. Come on. Come on. As I was saying, these women have really screwed their lives up. And but they chose these guys that they got with. You know, I'm pretty sure they had every intention of living together and making the marriage work. But they're the ones that tapped out. You know, the guys very seldom want to mess up their life because they know they got to pay, child support, and they got to pay alimony or whatever. So it's not their idea. But I understand that guys can be assholes, and a lot of them deserve that shit. You know, I'm not on women's side, but I'm not on guys' side either, because I know how assholes guys can be. You know, and they pretty much deserve what they get. So anyway, that's just the way it is, guys. Nobody's innocent. Women are getting what they deserve, and the men are getting what they deserve. The women come out with the short end of the stick because they end up living in their cars and whatever, and the guys end up in a one-bedroom apartment. In efficiency or something, they have to downsize, but at least they got a place to stay. But I just know there's a lot of women that are out here that are living in their cars. You know, they've had to downsize. So feel bad for them, but for the most part, people get what they deserve. You make choices in life. You know, you make choices. There's a dog. Okay, here's a truck, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.